I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills.
So I don't know if she's complaining or just stating.
Angel Reese is facing strong criticism from experts following her recent complaints about her WNBA salary not covering her rent. Despite earning $773,000, she's expressing frustration that her income doesn't stretch far enough to cover her $8,000 monthly rent, implying she's struggling financially.
I am sympathetic to that, but yeah, sports needs villains. I don't have a problem with it. She makes the WNBA more interesting.
Reese, often seen as one of the league's most privileged players, appears to believe she's due for a raise, perhaps because it's been a while since she stirred up controversy. And now, she's back in the spotlight once again.
The number one complaint this offseason in the WNBA would be the incessant whining about their minimum wage salaries. I mean, who could have possibly...
What exactly are you asking for a raise for, Angel? You've played in barely 10 games this season, while Caitlin Clark has powered through 38. Meanwhile, you're bringing in an audience of just 7,000 fans per game.
Yeah, sports needs villains. I don't have a problem with it. She makes the WNBA more interesting.
And yet, you're expecting LeBron James-level paychecks? Let's be honest, you're doing more self-promotion than actual playing right now. Angel Reese, who calls herself the face of the WNBA, is out here acting like life's been terribly unfair. She's earning a WNBA salary of $73,439, yet still has the audacity to complain that it doesn't cover her $8,000 monthly rent.
Now these complaints are coming from the star.
That's right. She's living in a place that costs $96,000 a year, and then wonders why her budget doesn't make sense. It's almost as if basic math escaped her. Spending $8,000 a month on rent isn't a necessity, it's a lifestyle choice. In Chicago, where the average rent is around $2,000, most people would be stunned by these complaints. Most folks can't afford to spend their entire paycheck on a luxury apartment and then turn around and play the victim. Yet here we are, Angel Reese is acting hard done by, while the rest of the WNBA is grinding just to make ends meet. The level of entitlement is truly staggering. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Paying pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally, I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at.
And let's not even get started on her financial choices. With all the money she's earning from endorsements, sponsorships, and her podcast, you'd think she might realize that renting an overpriced place isn't exactly wise. But instead of making smart decisions, like buying a home or investing, she's burning through cash faster than most people can earn it. What's the strategy here? Hoping a miracle shows up to fix everything?
What is I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. I don't even know my salary. Does it? What is it? They don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means! Like...
It's both laughable and sad. Angel Reese is in a position to set a meaningful example for her fellow WNBA players, many of whom are genuinely struggling to make ends meet. Unlike her, they don't have million-dollar endorsement deals rolling in and are relying solely on their league salaries just to get by. Meanwhile, Reese is out here complaining about rent, despite having income from multiple streams. It's not just tone deaf, it's downright insulting to the athletes in the league who are truly fighting to stay financially afloat.
Complaint this offseason in the WNBA would be the incessant whining about their minimum wage salaries. I mean, who could have...
She's really out here acting like the entire weight of the WNBA rests on her shoulders. Meanwhile, the league is projected to lose $50 million this season, and yet she believes she deserves a bigger share of a pie that doesn't even exist. Seriously, Angel, maybe take a look at the league's financials before claiming you're being shortchanged. The WNBA is essentially surviving on life support, sustained by the NBA's financial backing. Without that support, the league likely wouldn't even be around today.
They know this isn't an actual business. They know their league is a charity that survives off of generous donations from the NBA.
And let's not even start with the "but she has endorsements" excuse. Sure, Angel Reese has sponsorship deals, but let's not pretend she's the only one in the league facing financial realities. Most of her teammates are genuinely struggling. They don't have the privilege of endorsement money rolling in. They are barely getting by on their WNBA salaries. Yet here's Reese, acting like her personal financial choices amount to some kind of national crisis. That video she posted? It was clearly intentional. And the public response? Deservedly harsh. Look, No one's denying that WNBA players deserve better pay. That's a valid conversation. But trying to make your luxury rent issue seem relatable? That's out of touch. It's like watching a spoiled kid complain because their new toy isn't shiny enough. Meanwhile, her peers are just trying to cover basic living costs, and we're supposed to feel bad for Reese because she's struggling to maintain an extravagant lifestyle?
So I don't know if she's complaining or just stating, but if she didn't play basketball, all of those other things that she's getting would not be able to pay that $8,000 a month rent.
Let's not overlook the clear lack of financial planning here. Angel Reese is a well-paid professional athlete, yet she's spending nearly 6 figures a year on rent instead of investing in a home. At some point, you have to wonder, where is all that money going? It seems like her earnings are vanishing into thin air. But hey, maybe budgeting just isn't as appealing as venting on social media.
And do all these things and then go, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's, you know what? You guys are all coming down on me and I can't handle it.
At this point, Angel Reese seems to be starring in her own reality show. Rather than focusing on basketball, the sport she's actually paid to play, she's live streaming herself during the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Clearly, social media clout is taking priority over real training. While other players are grinding and putting in the work to improve their game, Reese appears more invested in flaunting her influencer lifestyle. So the question is she a serious basketball player or just another wannabe celebrity chasing likes?
The reason I'm assuming that Angel Reese was not modeling lingerie is because she constantly complains about lonely men on social media sexualizing her. Lonely men look at my bikini pictures and compliment my beauty. It's so traumatizing.
And let's not ignore her constant trash-talking campaign. She's all about stirring up drama and trying to brand herself as the WNBA's bad girl. But the moment money comes up, suddenly she's playing the victim. This double act, being the league's self-declared villain 1 minute and then complaining about her salary the next, is starting to feel like a joke. Fans and analysts alike are calling out the contradiction. You talk a big game, Angel, but your actions? They are all over the place.
Angel Reese was complaining because her woke welfare donations from the dump aren't enough to cover her rent in Chicago.
What's even more disappointing is how she consistently misses the opportunity to use her platform for something meaningful. Instead of speaking out on real issues in the WNBA or advocating for real change, she's too caught up in self-pity, acting like she's the only one facing challenges. It's a disservice to the many players in the league who are working tirelessly without endorsement deals or constant media spotlight. Angel, you've been given a powerful platform, one that could make a real impact, but all you've done with it is complain.
Percent of players in the WNBA, they are broke. They don't have endorsement deals. I mean, who is going to pay an unknown pretend basketball player to endorse their brand?
Her priorities seem completely disconnected from reality. Instead of saving or investing in her future, she's living like she has an unlimited bank account, then turning around and playing the victim when the bills come due. She could be using her platform to promote financial literacy and support fellow players who are genuinely struggling, but instead, Angel throws herself a pity party over a $73,000 salary not covering her upscale lifestyle. It's tone-deaf, entitled, and honestly, embarrassing. What makes it even more absurd is that she has multiple income streams, endorsements, a podcast, and more, yet still can't seem to manage her finances. At this point, it's clear the issue isn't her salary, it's how she's spending it. Rather than focusing on building her brand or securing her financial future, she's out here loudly complaining about problems she's created for herself.
You can't say, I'm going to be a heel, I'm going to talk trash, I'm going to point to my ring because you don't have one, and do all these things and then go, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's, you know what? You guys are all coming down on me and I can't handle it.
The real kicker is that Angel Reese has every opportunity to be financially stable, yet chooses to spend recklessly, like there's no tomorrow. What's stopping her from living somewhere more reasonable? She's acting like she's earning LeBron James money, when in reality she has a decent salary and endorsement deals that a financially savvy person could use to build real long-term security. But instead of taking responsibility, she plays the poor me card. Reese is leaning hard into this victim narrative, not just out of touch, but seemingly living in her own universe. She could be using her platform to educate other players on financial literacy, helping them make the most of what they earn. Instead, she's too busy complaining about how unfair her life is, all while living in a luxury apartment most people could only dream of.
It's a big income, but think about how many people don't and have to actually live off that.
I know.
That's really sad.
Angel Reese isn't just letting herself down, she's letting the entire league down. She has the spotlight, the influence, and the income to make a real impact, yet she's choosing to waste it all by complaining about problems of her own making. That's what makes this situation not just frustrating, but genuinely embarrassing. At the end of the day, the one thing Angel Reese seems to have truly mastered is squandering opportunity. Instead of stepping up as a role model, she's playing the victim, despite holding all the advantages. It's almost tragic. She had the potential to be a game changer, but instead, she's become a cautionary tale about what not to do when you're given a platform and the chance to make a difference.